What's poppin', y'all? My name is Jamie Lee. I'm a recording artist, country R&B. My debut album, Swag, out now. Just dropped it. I just wanted to give you a quick synopsis of my life story. Let's see how fast I can do this. Starting from age 16, I'm originally from Mandeville, Louisiana. I moved to Los Angeles when I was 16, a little baby. I was signed to an agency. I was backup dancing for a very long time while I was in between a girl group here or another girl group there. But my bread and butter was dancing. So I was on tours and grateful enough to work on a bunch of TV shows, and I'm like watching the process. I'm always singing in the corner. But I feel like, how am I ever gonna make it there? You either need a lot of money or a lot of connections. And the closest I could get was being a backup dancer. And let me tell you, my soul was just being stomped on. Seriously, but I tried to look at it in a positive way because at the very least, I could be this close to it. You know, I can watch them rehearse. I can watch them get fitted and have these interviews and make this amazing music and perform it and sing their hearts out, and I get to support that. Okay, that's gotta be enough, you know? And my body just started shutting down 2018. I told myself I can't live like this anymore. And also, someone else is dreaming to have these opportunities that I have already had, and I want to make sure there's room for them, you know? And why not start from the ground up? I did it once. I can do it again, except I was at that point I was 22. So I moved when I was 16, had my dance career, left my agency, and started making music full time because I was crashing and burning. I was on a tour, we were doing one-offs. I was on this TV show at the same time as a backup dancer, as a house dancer, watching these artists because it was a singing show. I'm getting them tea and helping them with their songs, but I'm also dancing for them. But story of my life. But I was experiencing everything firsthand. I'm watching these pop stars be generated right before my eyes, and I'm younger than them or the same age, and we're all really good friends. But it's just a very crazy thing to explain. And I always loved live music. It just speaks to me, you know what I mean? And so I resigned from dance 2018. I started recording full time, but I had no money. It all was just keeping me afloat, living in Los Angeles, paying my rent, and also taking care of my mental health because it was just a lot. It's a lot. It's watching Disney kids break out into a different, era of their lives, except I was never in the limelight. I was next to them, but you know what I'm saying? So I started working with a producer. He was very well known. I won't say any names, but just didn't work out. A lot of empty promises. My demos taken to somebody else because they had a lot of money, and just how the story goes. It's the industry, and it's unfortunate sometimes, but it is a blessing in disguise because I end up working with another producer, and then things don't work out with them. Then I work out with another producer, and things don't work out with them. It's literally and it's trial and error because I'm just recutting demos because I wasn't confident in my writing. And they're okay, well, this person got a hit, so you're going to cut what they cut because they already had a hit. You're just a young writer. You don't have the money to pay for these sessions. We're doing this as a favor because we think you're a star. So I'm cutting R&B demos. I'm cutting country demos. I'm cutting pop demos. And I'm all of these feel like they're missing something because I just am not connecting to anything, but I'm singing it, and I'm gonna make sure I do it to my best ability so that these records get picked up, even though I didn't realize that was what was happening at the time. And then they started getting picked up. So essentially I was just a demo singer around town that I had no idea. No production, no agency, no manager, no nothing. I wasn't performing because I was always in the studio. Anyways, I started dropping these songs like I think I'm supposed to. I got, a distribution company. It was DistroKid and whatever. And I'm meeting with all these people and working with all these people. And no one, the industry's changing because you need a lot of numbers. You need to blow up before you get to sign anything. But these smaller deals were just very sketchy. And thank God I walked away from them. Because I wouldn't be where I am right now. I was babysitting on the side. I was a COVID tester on this side. Funny enough, our clients were iHeartMedia and The Voice. I used to backup dance on The Voice years and years ago. So now, 2021, 2022, I am COVID testing these artists and the judges personally, all the big names. Specifically, my first job was iHeart Country Media. That was iHeart Country Awards in was it? iHeart Country something, but it was in Dallas. Yep, Thomas Rhett, Carrie, Lainey walks right up to me and I checked her in. Little did she know, I looked up to her so much. And she had just a suitcase, her hat, her manager. It was just them, I'm like, oh my God, I'm literally living that right now. Anyway, so I'm trying to find my way. My manager comes into my life, and before she decided to take me on, because this is the role of a lifetime, no one can even imagine what it takes and the things that she has done to help me. She's just, well, how does this work? And how does this work? And how does this work? And how does that work? And I'm honestly I think that I know, but now I'm concerned because now this and that, and then I'm having this coffee meeting and this and that, and I'm at Universal. It's all, no more coffee dates. No more. No more following up. Fuck it. They just wanted to see me reach the numbers and do it all on my own and fund it all on my own. Meanwhile, COVID ended. Meanwhile, nannying is not enough because I'm supposed to drop everything and go to a session, hope that leads to this. Because this is Los Angeles. This ain't Nashville. You know what I mean? Anyways, come to Nashville for the first time. Technically the second time because I came here and cut records, but it was outside of the city. I never experienced the city. Came last year right after my birthday. And I was like, my heart just fluttered, it just fluttered. And I could not believe that somewhere could feel like me. This is maybe where I belong, except I don't have country anything out in LA. But brain starts brewing. We drop a single. I told this story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. Because I was working with these other kids, and it just, one thing leads to another. Land on this, please, my knees, babe. It's got New Orleans, because I say bae, my whole family says bae. Except I still listen to country all the time. Why haven't I really decided that or found my way to make this? I'm just around the cool stuff in LA and and everybody's doing this, but we want to be timeless. I want to reach all different demographics because I have so many parts of me inside. Does that make sense? My nieces and nephews rock to this, and they are babies. And then my mama over here rocks to it. And then this old man down the street rocks to it. There's something for everyone. I don't know. Anyways, my manager officially decides she can't watch me struggle anymore. She said she's never seen someone have to deal with so many frauds in her entire life in such a short amount of time, that she really was like, oh my God, you know? And I'm just grateful. I'm eager. My optimism, nothing ever stops me. I'm heartbroken. I get back up. Something sprinkles over here, and God's like, keep going, keep going, keep going. You can do this. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. And I'm like, whoosh. And then I'm like, it's okay. Then I'm like, goosh. That's my life. And it's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to chop this up. So, end up having an epiphany, and we start working on an album. No more singles that were free, that were, what do they even mean to me? I don't know. It was more practice to find my voice to get to this point. Because that was not even considered independent. That was like amateur almost. Like I was just doing what I could. I didn't know. And it makes me so sad because I know there are so many people like I was. Like, I just want to help. I just want to scoop them all up and just like, don't do this, don't do this. I had to do this the hard way. Yeah. And then also like leaving dance, all of that momentum and traction and like brand deals and da-da-da-da. Like, I didn't have the coattails to ride off of the big artists I was working for anymore. So that, my influence as a dancer, gone. Brand new artist, nobody cares. So, humbling. And then I'm swabbing the people that I like dream of being on side of, like being a peer. Boogers on me. But damn, that makes for a fire story. And I honestly met one of my best friends ever, and she just had her baby, and he is literally my nephew. Like, you know what I mean? There's a reason for every season, and I wouldn't change it. It makes me so emotional. I love y'all. You know who I'm talking about. Anyways, here we are. I cut my debut album. It is, again, country R&B. Very proud to have written, finally, my own records and worked with some amazing producers and have the support of a lifetime. I am not signed. I am independent with my manager, Steph Me, signed to the Me Project for management. And it is a dog-eat-dog world, but she and I are paving our way together, and we're not stopping. Let me tell you that. Okay? I love Nashville. I've been listening to so much live music. I'm so inspired by like the talent out here. I cannot wait to like actually perform with a band. I know that sounds crazy, and like I just would play the keyboard every now and again. Like, I don't know how to read music. I just sing all the time. I played guitar a little bit just for fun when I was little. Thank you, Michelle Marie, for that. But, here we are. And now things are finally beginning. So that was 13 years of a journey that's completely like half was industry, dance, stage, tour the world, get close with the bands, and get close with the other artists because I'm like enamored with their work and like would only dream about being there. But look, dreams come true. Work ethic. If nothing, I got that. For real. And I didn't think some people would outwork me ever. my manager. And thank God for that, because I strive to keep up with her ass. Yeah. So here we are. Now the journey begins. Let's go. So if you haven't listened, check it out. Swag, Seal with a Kiss. That was my story in 15 minutes. I need like real interviews, because this is how am I going to chop this up. Yes, God is great. Love y'all. Welcome to the ride. Jamie Lee, Seal with a Kiss, Swag, out now.